Hello, and welcome to the Space Station Gorb LV. I'm Frank Derblin. Welcome back. Sorry I didn't stream yesterday. I'm a bit under the weather, so today's stream as well might also be, slightly shorter, perhaps, or I might end up playing games instead of doing artwork, or we'll see, we'll find out. Render properties, wax preview shadows, deep shadow, AO off the, there we go, okay. So just doing some stuff on this Derblin pose. I've barely done anything on it. I kind of have been avoiding it almost. Yeah. Just pinning a little Discord message there. Yeah. Alright, so I think what we're doing here is okay, sweet. I just need to get rid of this, it's just some shit in my way. Sorry. Where them gloves at? Turn them gloves off. Spacesuit. That's a juicy overlay? Welcome, Marco. Yeah, it is a juicy overlay, isn't it? I'm pretty happy with it. I realized I probably should have added more screens because there's all sorts of different notifications and stuff that I could have with different things on them, different text, etc. Yeah. After having, finished this one, I kind of already want to make a new one or improve it, but also feel like I should have given it some depth rather than just making it a flat thing. Maybe I should have had a little like console down the bottom that was angled or something. Yeah, I feel like that would have been cool. Having like an angled console there, or like dashboard, but then having but I could still have the screens like inset into them to be just completely front facing the camera. Yeah. How are you doing anyway on this fine, well, very cold Friday morning? Thursday morning for you? Stuck in the old Thursday pocket dimension? It must have a good screen ratio there, though. Yeah. Thursday evening, yeah. Yeah, once it hits 12 o'clock, your little pocket dimension, little Thursday pocket dimension, is going to stop existing, and then again, you will cease to exist, and then a new version of you will come into existence the next day. So it's been nice knowing you this week's Marco. Sorry, it has to end this way. It's, it's almost the end of the week, so. You been doing any more Sky Oblivion stuff? Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna be freaking pissed, man. Have a shoe, the tasty part, the armor. Yeah, that's awesome. Now, I actually don't recall if Oblivion had a I don't recall how the armor actually worked in Oblivion. If it was like you had a cuirass and then a set of greaves, or if by that point they already had just done full set. Because I'm pretty sure in Skyrim it's like you wear an armor set and then you can choose your boots, gloves, and helmet, which are separate. But I know, of course, because it's a Skyrim mod, it will have to probably, work within how Skyrim's armor system works. But I'm just wondering, I just can't remember actually if Oblivion how the armor worked. I have to look it up now. I'm just going to type in steel greaves and see if that comes up. Pants and top or one piece. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, yeah, so in the original Oblivion, they did still have pants and torso as separate. So yeah, it just does seem like a gradual progression from Morrowind, where you could fucking mix and match left shoulder pieces and stuff and have clothes underneath, to then eventually just having whole armor pieces. Now, if I recall, Imperial Legion troops just have a regular helmet, but Imperial Guards, they have the horsehair thing. They have like the on top of their helmet, don't they? Are you doing both, or are you doing like the Palace Guard as well? With their fancy variant. Ah, okay, alright. I was a much bigger fan of, there are lots of Imperial Guards. I thought that, I know that each of the towns have their own kinds of guards, which are they are Imperials by ethnicity, but they're they're like soldiers of their local count or baron or whatever. How do I... Okay, where's OBS? Sorry, I'm just trying to click that link. Oh, that's really nice. I really like that. That looks a lot cooler than the I think the original Oblivion Imperial Guard armor, because like yeah, because I played Morrowind and like they were all they were basic almost one for one copies of like fucking actual Roman legionaries and stuff. And I was disappointed when Oblivion came out that they just kind of had this very plain drab iron armor. Whereas I really like that. It's like the melding of the two ideas, like mixing late middle age knight harness with Roman legionary stuff. That's really cool. Yeah, that is really cool that they redesigned their stuff. I'm sure I've shared my thoughts on one-to-one remakes of things before on stream, but rather than going on a big tirade like I always do, just to summarize, I do think if things are just one-to-one remake, then I think it's pointless. So yeah, that's awesome that they're redesigning stuff. Fuck. That's gonna be... I'm even more jealous now, man. That's gonna be a really cool set of armor to work on. Yeah. That's awesome. And it's like a fairly... So I'm a big nerd about historical medieval armor. And of course, it's a fantasy game. You don't have to make stuff look historical. But I do... There are some fantasy armor designs that kind of just look like... I don't know. They're just so far removed from any basis in reality that I kind of really don't like them. Skyrim stuff by today's standards don't look too good. In engine? Oh, true. But surely, though, because obviously there's the expectation that people will be playing this with, newer machines and stuff, and I'm sure it's going to be on the... It's not going to be on the original Skyrim engine, right? Like, it's going to be on the Special Edition engine, which is a, 64-bit executable as well, and... So, like, surely you're able to... You must be able to make things of a higher graphical fidelity than, despite engine limitations, than the original Skyrim is what I mean. And for sure the original Oblivion, of course, but that goes without saying. Because like everyone's going to have more, everyone nowadays has got more VRAM, better graphics cards, What resolution are the textures at? They're asking for 4K? Okay. I'm guessing they're probably gonna, down-res them, right? Yeah. Do you get to test the stuff in engine yourself, or? Starting to not like it. What's wrong with it, man? Do you feel like you half-assed it? Yeah, that's smart, man. Oh, what's this? Yeah, they look good, man. They look okay. No one will be more familiar with that model, those models there, than you will, so it's easy to see the flaws. Yes, exactly. Yeah, man, it's really easy to give that advice and to tell people that. It's really, really hard to. I find it really hard to put into actual practice, you know. What am I doing here? Oh, I've lost track of what I was looking at. Alright, here we go. Yeah, but it fucking won't be, you know? It'll be a tiny, tiny little thing that will improve it, but most people who look at it are gonna, you know, look at it for half a second and be like, cool, awesome. I think that's the thing, is that when you make something, you see all the little details, but someone who's viewing your work, usually they see the cumulative effect of the entire thing, you know? Like I showed my friend this new UI that I made the other day, and I mentioned that some flaws with it, and he said he didn't even notice. He was too impressed with, you know, how cool the whole thing looked. So I think the broad strokes matter more than anything else, don't they? So you're just going to be working on that this weekend, or? you're gonna play some fucking video games as well. Dividing your time between 3D and Baldur's Gate. I've still yet to play Baldur's Gate 3. My only other experience with Baldur's Gate was getting Baldur's Gate 1 as a child, secondhand, and basically after completing the kind of intro section of the game, you have to swap to the second disc, and the second disc was scratched. So it was like, nah, fucking terrible. It's a huge disappointment in my childhood. Yeah. Just after recently playing some Bethesda games, I kind of do have a hankering for a role-playing game that actually lets you, you know, make interesting role-playing choices, so maybe I should play Baldur's Gate. I think Bethesda makes like cool worlds, cool sandboxes, but I actually don't think their games really have all that much role-playing in them. I think if I get Baldur's Gate, I'll probably make sure Mud gets it as well, and then I'll play it multiplayer with her. Co-op. Oh fuck. Okay, I'm gonna say this is fucking good enough. How deep is that other one? Okay, I need to make sure I match that. There's a little voice line from the first game, and it's from literally right at the start of the game, and it's stuck in my head, and it's just some guy saying, "My hotel's as clean as an elven arse." Because he's starting a, like many a D&D adventure, you start in a tavern. Hold on, I need to play that sound effect. Sorry.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Oh man, as a child, I didn't really get why would an elven ass be so clean, you know? But yeah. Yeah, the accent really makes it, doesn't it? Oh shit. Okay. Need to make sure I mask this because I forget that it's all the same subtool. What I really liked in the oh man, I can remember playing the original Baldur's Gate and being able to like change being able to completely change the color scheme of any armor set you had at any time, I thought was, I fucking loved it, man. Yeah, and I can remember it's the first time I ever saw studded armor, which as an adult I learned that studded armor isn't real and that it's just someone's D&D misinterpretation of Brigandine. Oh man, I really loved all the character portraits in it as well. Damn. I also kind of have the hankering to play the original Diablo 2 or the remastered one. I've never been that big into Diablo, and like I'm not a big fan of the whole thing where there are like seasons and you're supposed to make a new character each time. Like I'm more interested in just probably playing stuff like that once, you know. But I did play a little bit of Diablo 2 as a child. Never got very far in it, but I remember really thinking it had a really cool spooky vibe, you know. Oh shit. Fuck. Just fucked something up big time. Yeah, I think dark gothic fantasy like that, it's cool as hell. And I just loved the fucking, what made an impact on me was the music, the fucking Tristram theme. Even though that's a place in the first game, but you know, that music's still in Diablo 2. Diablo 4 are just incredible. Only like 3 or 4. I don't think I've seen any of them. I used to really like watching CG cutscenes from games. You'd be like, wow, that's so cool. And I would be like, man, that's what I want to do. I want to not work in film, but make game cutscenes. But didn't happen. My friend at the moment is working remote for some company that does video game cutscenes. I can't remember the game he said it was for. It's probably good that I can't remember because he probably wasn't supposed to say what it was. Now that I think about it. Otherwise wouldn't buy? Yeah, true. I played a little bit of Path of Exile as well, which was actually made in New Zealand. by grinding gear games up in Auckland. And I thought that was really fun, and there were environments in it which I was like, this feels very New Zealandy, because New Zealand's just a big long strip of a country. It's like almost entirely coastal. You're never very far from the sea, and so I felt Rayclass kind of had a little bit of that very particularly the first act, which is all that I played, had a very kind of very much captured the coastal stormy kind of very rainy feel of New Zealand, which I thought was cool. But yeah, I think I never really ever went any further than the first act in Path of Exile. And I'm pretty sure Path of Exile is free. I'm pretty sure it is. It's very kind of your friend to have bought that for you. The other day, it may have been yesterday, in fact, I was talking about how Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, $65 goddamn dollars, and then like 2 minutes later a Steam gift arrived in my Steam inventory, and I was like, god damn it. I'm very grateful that he got me Shadow of the Erdtree, because I probably would have been months before I would have got it otherwise. But at the same time, it's just like, god damn it. He didn't have to do that. Steam families work in NZ? Like family sharing? Yeah. So a lot of there are a lot of games that I can't afford to buy that I do just play from my friends' libraries, and I feel like I've messed this up completely. Sharing with 6 other friends, yeah, like I try to that's awesome, man. Yeah, my friend who bought me Shadow of the Erdtree, he's had a Humble Bundle subscription for just like a decade, and so there are just fucking so many games. A lot of them probably, of varying quality as well. Most of them indie games as well, that he just has that he's never ever played, and that I will probably never play either. Okay, we're just gonna say good enough here. That's what we're gonna say. Okay, next thing is the gloves. Oh shit. Oh fuck, what happened to his bags? Oh. Me oh my. What a good boy am I. When I look at like my Steam library, I've got like quite a lot of games, but then over the past, decade, I've pretty much like they're pretty much the same games that I've played over and over again. Like many hundreds of hours in the original edition of Skyrim, many more hundreds in the special edition, hundreds of hours in New Vegas, Witcher 3, GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2. But the thing is, though, I think like, those are my favorite kinds of games. But I really do like open world games. But that playtime is also just indicative, I feel, of the fact that one is even able to spend that much time in a game because of the open-ended, open-world experience of those games. Whereas, of course, a game that really only has 20 hours of content, it's never going to be at the top of my playtime on Steam, Yeah, like... And then I think there are also some multiplayer games which have like hundreds of hours as well, just because of obviously the replayability of that. Probably something like Hunt Showdown or DayZ or whatever. Sometimes a gem comes up, yeah. Oh, did you see there's a See, but that's an open world RPG, isn't it though? So it's, of course that's gonna have many play hours, right? Is it open world, or is it actually fairly linear? I would have assumed it would be, but yeah. Did you see there was an update for Risk of Rain 2? New map, new items. I want fucking the new DLC to come out, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't think it's huge, but yeah, when the new DLC comes out, that'll be really that'll really be something, won't it? New HUD, yeah, I made this over the past 2 days. Not just 3D modeling, but also had to do some video editing stuff. I actually had to, like, these little screens here, I had to punch out shapes to Boolean all the way through to the other side of the 3D model. But because I actually have perspective, rather than it being an orthographic projection, I couldn't just, like, use those Boolean shapes straight backwards. I had to flare them out, because otherwise you would see, the interior of some things. Yeah, Pat O'Connor, this definitely took inspiration from the diegetic HUDs from like the original Fallout games and other, 1990s PC games with pre-rendered user interfaces and whatnot. I think it's a cool look. Everything is a lot more homogeneous now, definitely. But yeah, I really did like, a lot of games in the 90s had much more interesting HUDs. Everything moved a bit towards minimalism and whatnot, and I can understand why people like having minimalist HUDs, because it is, more immersive and stuff. I guess. But, like, if you can make it diegetic, like just an example in Fallout 4, when you get into a suit of power armor, the HUD changes. It's still like transparent to be immersive or whatever, but like the colors of it change, and then you have different gauges and stuff like that, which I think is cool. I think people still experience the same kind of crunch and bullshit that they do now with game development back then, because I've read about certain old games and their very stressful, terrible development, but yeah, I guess maybe the homogenous nature of a lot of games nowadays probably comes from the fact that they spend so much fucking money on it that they're more risk averse, because the amount of money and time and effort to make games 20 years ago was probably far less than it is nowadays. And yeah. So I need to sorry, I've just got to adjust something on my OBS. I realized this little chat box should be underneath the interface thing there, and then I need to adjust it slightly. Yeah. Okay. I think I talked about this on one of my streams the other day, and it was, I do just miss big box PC games, There was something really cool about those big boxes with their cool graphic design on them and stuff. And like ones with like would have like gold shiny lettering, like foiled lettering. It was really cool as well. Okay, gloves. Oh, I was going to do these bags, weren't I? It's the same as going to Blockbuster? Yeah. With digital distribution of both film, music, and video games, as well as even just the digitizing of with social media and the digitizing of socializing, it does seem to be obvious to a lot of people that there is something that has been lost. A lot of people often talk about second places a lot of the time. I don't know if Blockbuster would count as a second place necessarily, but people have less of a need to go to libraries because of being able to access so much encyclopedic information and how-to stuff on the internet. And but I do like to see how a lot of libraries, at least in New Zealand at least, have spent a long time, at least for the past, wee while, adapting to be something else, not necessarily about, giving people access to books for free, which they still do, but, so like, for example, in Palmerston North, they have a makerspace or whatever, and so they have a whole bunch of different 3D printing machines available for people to use. It's ultimately about learning and also providing those resources as well to people who can't otherwise get them and stuff. So I think that's really fucking awesome that they, let people have access to 3D printers and stuff. I don't think they're resin printers, but it's but I think as far as second places go, libraries have been very important as that. I think the other thing people talk about with second places is them being spaces where you don't have to spend money. So I guess Blockbuster probably could never actually be that. Well, dude, of course it looks cool. Thank you so much for saying, but also, of course it does. The wavelength thing. Yeah, I played around with a few different ones, like maybe it being like a like a little bar thing, or I'd also think about having this attached to the music rather than it being driven by my microphone audio, but yeah, I don't know. I already want to make a new version of this. I feel like I need more screens, because I feel like I should have so like when there are little notifications for people doing point redeems, I could have little little graphics that show up in a little box with text, as well as the text-to-speech playing. I guess so. Yeah. It's eye-catching. Sure, yeah. A glass tank with a talking fish. Well, I think Derblin kind of is the glass tank talking fish, isn't it? I could have the worm as well. I thought about having another little thing for the worm, and then so there's a streamer that I watch called Manu Makes. Very good. He's very kind. Always gives me shout outs when I go talk to him. But he's got a thing called TV Chan, and it's just like a little drawing of some girl in a little TV, and when people come into the chat for the first time on that particular stream, it'll like read out a generated text thing. Fuck. So yeah, I thought about doing. To be honest, Manu Max was kind of the inspiration for me even making a UI in the first place with the original one, but this one is much more crisp. I could make something really amazing if I spent like a week on it rather than just a day, but okay, so I need this to contact the leg. Why am I doing this to myself? It's going to be a pain in the ass, like, getting this to... Because I don't think I'll... Fuck. Alright, hold on. Okay. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have that one. Okay, where's this one? How are we all doing on this lovely, lovely freezing Friday? Yeah, welcome to anyone who's just joined us. I'm Frank Derblin, coming to you live from the space station Gorbel V. Just back working on the Derblin pose for the 3D printed Derblin collectible, which I have been working on frozen fuck Friday for a fucking eternity, because I won't let things just be good enough. But that's what we're trying to do at the moment. You know what? Maybe that's just how I work on things. I need to work on something else for a bit. And I'm not unhappy about the time I spent working on those other things. which aren't necessarily finished, but like it's good to have. I've got kind of like a selection of a few different characters that I can turn into prints. Okay, I need to make sure this is not contacting with that. Now, is that floating? Should I have this one here? Frozen Fox Friday. Yeah, it's really very, very cold. Very cold. If there is anyone new in the chat, feel free to say hello. We won't bite. Everyone here is very kind. Yeah, maybe it should be that. Where's this other one? Excuse me. That's the wrong one. I'm so confused, man. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Okay, I think this is going to be a much easier kind of thing to... I'm just position. I did like the pose I had before with in regards to the these little bags, but I'm just doing them in such a way now that will make it easier for me to key them on after the fact. Yeah, because I've done something similar to this before. A different character. And it was a bit of a pain. And now you might say changing the design to fit the print prep process better. It's putting the cart before the horse, and I say to that that I can do whatever I want. Transpose set. There we go. Man, this song sounds like... It really does sound like a Deep Rock Galactic song. Okay. All right, Super B. Superb. Yeah, this one. Okay. So, got an idea for this one. and it is. I'm just gonna make it smaller. Oh shit. Okay, not on that axis. Nope. I love this part of the song. Okay, that's cool. So they're kind of intersecting, but I can probably make them into like one piece. And it should work out fine. I just want to make sure. Just going to grab this one again. Just going to pull it up slightly because I don't want it to be contacting that, because it'll the top of the leg, because it will cause problems for me. There was a band you used to be obsessed with, and their name was the Big Stinkies. Fraggle Rock. Isn't Fraggle Rock a show? Yeah, it's because you've already burnt up those you've already burnt up the dopamine on that, you know. I definitely think there's stuff with the enjoyment of a particular thing with its novelty, right? I've never watched Fraggle Rock, so yeah, I don't know what it is. Oh. So there are certain shows which I have to stop myself from watching because I've watched them too much, and I know that if I continue to do that, I won't get the same. It's like taking a tolerance break from a drug, you know. Yeah, there are certain shows which I've told myself in films, I'm like, I can't watch that for many, many years, because that way when I do watch it again, it will have faded into memory and become, you know, it'll hit good again. Alright, so let's grab this here. Oh, fuck. Okay, okay, here we go. Oh jeez, a big fucking mess to look at. It's not contacting that, is it? No, sweet, okay. So it's this part here. Just push it in a bit. So I started posting some of my stuff on Reddit. You know, I'm generally apprehensive about posting stuff on Reddit because I feel like the general social skills of Redditors are lower than that of people on the rest of the internet, and so people are far more likely to just say really unkind things out of nowhere that are supposed to be, you know, and like will offer unsolicited advice more often, and however, it's actually been I posted some of my stuff on there, and it's actually been quite successful, at least very in regards to having more eyes on my stuff. And I guess there is a big advantage with Reddit in that you have just being able to go to subreddits and stuff, you know. You can kind of make sure you're getting stuff right to the kind of people that want to see that kind of stuff. Whereas I feel like when you post stuff on other social media, you're kind of at the behest of, you know, the algorithm, you know. Whereas, you know, when you post something on a subreddit, it's just there are people who are there for that specialized interest, and so you don't need to. Yeah, people are able to just get stuff right at the source, I guess, and so yeah, I think it's been valuable in that regard. So I think I want to do that more. But yeah, just in the past when I had posted anything on 3D modeling subreddits, like nearly a decade ago now, yeah, people would just shit on my stuff, and it's like, oh, okay. One, that's not constructive criticism. Two, I didn't ask for any feedback, you know. I don't know, but I think that would be a good thing as well, not just posting like in the ZBrush subreddit or the 3D modeling subreddit, but posting in, you know, there are subreddits that are like, yeah, imaginary creatures or imaginary aliens or, you know. Oh, thank you so much, Failed Captain. That's greatly appreciated. Thank you for raiding, and welcome, raiders. To any of you raiders who don't already know me, I'm Frank Derblin, coming to you live from the space station Gorb LV. And at the moment, I'm working on, you know, a scale model of myself. Just finishing some adjustments up that needed to be made in regards to the pose. Space! Yeah. Thank you so much, Failed Captain. That's awesome, man. It's greatly appreciated. We're just here with Marco Mudd and Pat O'Connor. Thanks. I'm glad you think so. I've somehow managed to be working on this character for more than fucking 6 months. Yeah. Okay, so what is the next bit that I want to do? I did what I wanted to do with the belt. I pushed this little bit in here. That needs the struggle of 3D. Yeah, a big part of it is I stopped working on it for long periods of time as well. Like, yeah. Because it's not like in a work environment where, you know, I've got a producer who it's like, hey, this needs to be done at this time, blah, 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 etc. You know, I can just work on it infinitely. I'm very bad at telling myself something is just good enough and done. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I take big breaks off of it as well, and like I redesigned him multiple times. Yeah. Yeah, any of you raiders, feel free to talk in the chat, say hello. No one here will bite, everyone's very kind. But again, you don't have to. No pressure. Particularly, I would be interested if any of you all are 3D artists yourself. Wait, hold on. Actually don't know if I've already followed you, Failed Captain. I feel like I have, but I may have just viewed your stuff and then not. Never followed. Because I see you in very many various different Discords that I'm also a part of. It's okay, I won't judge. Good morning to all the 3D artists except the ones that make Paw Patrol. Why is it? Because Gus likes to watch Paw Patrol. And you do not. Pro cop racist propaganda. Oh. Are they cops? I thought that they were like firefighters or something like that. Fascist. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, there's no one out there saying fuck the fire brigade, is there? Or no one's out there saying all firefighters are bastards. Ah, fuck. Oh man, it's gonna be my birthday soon. Very soon. Oh fuck. So I need to make sure it's not. I haven't missed my friend's birthday, who's is a few days before mine. Don't want to be a bad friend, do I? Birthday. I guess I should do some kind of birthday stream for it, but I don't know what. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do for it. Maybe I should make sure that this character's done before then. Let's have a look at the calendar. Oh, it's on a Sunday, is it? To be honest, I don't know if I felt excited about it being my birthday in probably 15 years. Celebrate early? $1 mud cake from Countdown. To be honest, those mud cakes, I think they're pretty good for how cheap they are, I think. They probably cost like fucking $20 now, I bet. Yeah. Now, on my 21st birthday, I don't think I was all that excited for it coming up to it, but I was excited during my 21st birthday because I took a lot of ecstasy and it was literally the happiest I've ever felt in my life. That I've never felt so elated since then. It was a good time. That was also on a Sunday. Oh, that makes sense. It was 10 years ago. Where does the time go? Man, I feel like my early 20s took forever. And then sometime after 25, it sped up really fast. That's the thing, is that even in my early 20s, I had already experienced, time speeding up. I definitely knew, time took way longer when I was a kid and stuff. And then it kept going, Oh shit, don't crash, ZBrush. Oh. Computer's running out of memory or something. No crashing, that's illegal. Well, that's why I just quick save far too much. Because then nothing can hurt me. My hard drive may be full of hundreds of gigs of quick saves. However, it's a nice little safety net. Oh. All right. Okay, so let's not try and get too fancy with this. Oh, nearly. I am sick. Nobody's not feeling too good. At the very least, I feel emotionally better than I did yesterday. Small victories. It's almost the weekend. is grand, isn't it? Cookie of improvement. People say, oh, you shouldn't live for the weekend, but the reality is for most people they kind of have no choice to, because they don't get very much free time. Okay, what am I doing next? Can maybe do a little wrinkle VDM. Badly managed. Yeah, it's like I do understand the whole idea that you should be engaging with, you know, trying to enjoy your life every day as well, but yeah, lots of people don't have time to go to work, you know, get home, you know, exercise, cook, clean, go to sleep early, and also have time to recreate. Develop a new skill or whatever. It's probably good advice if, you know, people are just waiting to go to the pub all week. But that probably shouldn't, the saying probably shouldn't be, don't live for the weekend, but don't live for the pub. Don't wait for the weekend to go to the pub. Get on the piss now. It's what. See, some people they've hacked the system. They realise they can just get on the piss every day of the week. So I want to redo these forearm bits. Definitely. Well, you shouldn't do that week in, week out, because it will fuck up your brain chemistry. I mean, it's not addictive, but I mean, I'm pretty sure people can end up developing anhedonia, which is the inability to feel pleasure, by depleting their brain of nice chemicals. It's past midnight, so you're going to bed. Have a fun stream. Thank you so much for showing up, Failed Captain. Thanks for rating. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope to see you again another time, and I'll try and catch your streams as well. Yeah, depletes your serotonin, yeah. Which is not necessarily a happiness drug, but it's important for mood regulation. If I took MDMA now, it actually it would potentially kill me. Because I would get serotonin syndrome. Okay, I think I'm mostly alright with this one. I think it just needs to be made better, but then this one at the back here. Oh, nearly. You know what film I've never seen is Galaxy Quest. Being a Star Trek fan, I'm sure I'd probably like it, but I don't know if I can bring myself to watch Tim Allen. However, I do like the idea of, watching Alan Rickman and Sigourney Weaver, because I like both of them. I can't remember, is Tim Allen some kind of... I'm pretty sure he's some conservative dickhead. Yeah, I thought so. I couldn't remember the specifics, and so that's why I was saying Tim Allen. I can remember even before Donald Trump was running for president, there was something that he said and / or did that rubbed me the wrong way. My favourite factoid about him is that he was a cocaine dealer in the 80s, and he only got out of jail time by ratting on the rest of his friends. Either he got out of jail time or he got like a plea deal. He got a deal or a lessened sentence where being a rat. I feel like this little section here should be flatter because he's retracting his scapula a bit, and so the pec should be losing mass. Not losing mass, but becoming thinner. as it gets retracted. So. Oh! Oh! Scapular is a deep cut term. My ZBrush crashed. Collarbone? Collarbone is your, what's a fucking collarbone called? Scapula's your shoulder blade. Collarbone's your clavicle. That's it. It's pretty bad. I can't remember clavicle. Kind of fucking artist am I? Alrighty, let's see how far ago my quick save was. Well, hopefully it was right then and there. It looks like it was. That looks like the angle I was looking at, that I was analyzing that from. It is also vaguely kind of flute shaped, I guess. It's like a long little... Here's the thing. Clavicle rhymes with ratsicle, which is a frozen rat. It's a good treat to cool down in the summer with ratsicle. Not rat cycle, ratsicle, like an icicle or a popsicle, you know, but rat. What if popsicle, but rat? Has science gone too far this time? You know, I've never seen Tron. Nor have I seen Tron Legacy. I have seen many films with Jeff Bridges though, so like, okay, The Big Lebowski, Jeff Bridges, I can't watch that film. I've seen it so many times because I love it so much that it's one of those things that I kind of I have to stop. I just have to. I can't watch it for years now. I just have to wait till maybe even a decade. I have to wait till I forget it, you know. It's like sometimes I'm looking for something to watch on YouTube and then Mud is like, just watch stuff that you've already watched before. And I'm like, no, I've already watched it. Especially it's like stuff that I watched like 2 weeks ago. It's like, no, I know what's going to happen. There's no anticipation. I started watching this Terry Gilliam film called Fisher King with Jeff Bridges, and then also it has Robin Williams in it, and I was like, okay, this is a bit weird, as Terry Gilliam films are, but I like Terry Gilliam, I like Jeff Bridges, I like Robin Williams. But then I got to a point where it had this character, I believe, called the Fisher King or whatever, Robin Williams' character, and some implied some temporary villain characters for this scene, not the whole film, just for that scene. They were dealt with implied. It was implied that they were being either raped or sexually assaulted by a gang of homeless men. And then I kind of found it a bit off-putting. I was like, it was played for laughs. Kind of like. Had I seen it when I was a teenager, I might have thought that was funny, or just brushed past it, but not so much. It is actually wild just how common and widely accepted, like, both homophobic jokes as well as jokes about sexual assault and stuff were just acceptable. And, like, not even that long ago, because this film I was talking about was from the 1980s, I think. No, not 1980s, very early 1990s. But, still even in, like, the mid-2000s and stuff. Just realized with saying those words, I'm gonna have to go into my VOD for when I upload it to YouTube and edit those words out, because it will get pinged. Not that I can even monetize my VODs on YouTube yet anyway, but future proofing is good. Just to any of the potentially new viewers in the chat, raiders, or just people who have otherwise found this channel organically, we do have a thing where whenever I get a new subscriber or donator on Ko-fi, they go onto a list, and then that list is of people who have subscribed and or donated on Ko-fi, and they get sculpted on stream by me as an alien inhabitant of the space station Gorb LV, which is the space station I'm on right now in deep space. It's also the name of my Discord server. So if you do want to get in on that, you know what to do. And if you want to see examples of those alien sculpts, look no further than my Instagram, which has many examples of it, of many other people who donated and subscribed. If you do feel generous enough to send some cash my way, the best way to do that would be on Ko-fi, just because I get a larger percentage of that money and I get access to it much sooner than I do on Twitch. No pressure though. just giving me a follow is more than enough support. Okay. Oh, already running out of gas. Actually wasn't intending to stream today. I was gonna not do it because I'm a bit sick. But you know what? I'm glad that I did. Because made good progress, I think. Cloth folds. Hey Vopsy. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while. They're okay, I guess. I've been working on this fucking character for too fucking long. Good. It is going good. I'm a little bit sick, but that's okay. It's fine. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, I hope so too. I feel like I get sick every 2 weeks. I'm starting to think I might have some kind of autoimmune disease, to be honest. What time is it in so much work lately, but you're keeping you busy? Oh, is it a lot of like freelance or contract stuff? Finally better again this morning and now you're sick again. Yeah, man. Fuck. I've probably talked about this many times on stream before, but like I'm continually trying to get back into exercising and going to the gym, but then I go once and I don't even train that hard and then I feel sick for like a week. And then so it feels like I can never build up my fitness back again. And so that's why I wonder if I have an autoimmune disease of some sort. Because that's not Not normal. Contract work, Patreon, and other personal projects all over the place. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of stuff. So what I wonder, is it the exercise itself, or is it just like, is the gym such a fucking biohazard, you know? Honestly, I do just want to get this so there's actually a home gym that my parents got for themselves at their house, and I think it costs $6,000, but it's just a squat rack plus a Smith machine, and it also just has all sorts of different attachments on it for cables and stuff. And like, I used it while I was at their house. It's so versatile, and it literally has everything that I would need. Yeah, $6 goddamn grand. I have nowhere to put it though, anyway, even if I could get one. Yeah, exactly. I have nowhere to fit it because I don't have a garage or anything to put it in. I don't own my own home, so I can't like construct space for it. Yeah, so like the little free weights that I can get for home, they're just not heavy enough or versatile enough for me to. But that said, like I'm pretty sure it would be unreasonable for me to think that I am just getting sick from the gym every time. I think there might be something, I might have long COVID or something like that. I don't know. What time is it in Japan? Is it like the middle of the night or something? Oh no, it's the morning. Oh, I see. It's kind of lame because I've talked to my doctor about this before, but I'm also being treated for depression by this doctor, and it seems to be pretty hard to get him to consider that I might also have something else wrong with me, which is a bit annoying. But I think I just need to keep pushing be like, hey, I think there's something else that's completely separate. You're in the US, 5 p.m. USA. How long have you been in the States? Well, the eclipse, now you've got a convention. Oh, true. Do you have like physical product to sell? True. I've never been to a convention in a capacity as an artist or whatever, but like, is it only worthwhile to do that if people already know you, or is it like a good way to or do people make money off it just from random people browsing and stuff? Yeah, like it must be good for just getting eyes on your work, because you're not having to compete for attention in the same way like you do on the internet, you know. Conventions here in New Zealand are kind of shit, to be honest. It's really good for motivation and inspiration because sometimes your battery gets low. True. I personally, I kind of always feel inspired by stuff, but it's just a matter of I don't know, I might be conflating inspiration with the actual desire to make stuff, but if I don't have the energy for anything, then it's just yeah, it sucks to want to make stuff but not have the juice. Oh. I think I get stuck in a trap where like I'll work on one thing for too long, and then because I'm not like getting any positive feedback in regards to actually like, you know, having something finished, I run out of energy on it, and then also yeah, like I won't let myself say things are good enough. I'll redo stuff over and over again, and then and that's part of why I end up spending too long on stuff. And then, yeah, there's no... Yeah, I'm not getting any, like, dopamine hit from it, you know? So, I don't know. That's what I've been trying with this one, to be like, this is just good enough. And I've been doing it in little bursts. Though, yeah, I just need to... Because if I think about like my whole life, like I'm probably gonna make my best work when I'm an old man, if I'm honest. When I've been doing this for 50 years, so I should not get so attached to the work I'm doing now. I'm sure most artists do. I spent a lot of time at my old workplace comparing myself to a lot of the senior sculptors there, but like they're sculpting for 30 years, and like you know, worked on the original like Lord of the Rings films, and like some of them worked at Games Workshop. Yeah, it's just like mind you, I still did see them struggle and have trouble with stuff, but it was mostly just with technical things. You know what? I shouldn't have thought about my old work, because now I feel a little stressed. Some bad feelings coming up. Get out of here, bad feelings. Get out of here, darkness. You know what? Just based from the teachings of Ram Dass, I'm gonna notice and allow them bad feelings. And then that's it. I'm gonna push them away. Notice and allow. I recall many months ago in summertime when there were lots of flies still alive. My partner wanting me to get a fly out of the house or kill a fly, you know. I can't remember. Either as kill or get rid of it. But much to her annoyance, I said, I'm just going to allow the fly. I'm allowing that fly. I'm just going to allow it. It's an approved fly, and yeah, she didn't like that. An infographic you did for a mental health commission is in an RNZ article. What do you mean? Do you mean that are they using it in a way that they weren't supposed to? Or RNZ just doing a story about oh, cool. I thought for a second you meant like there was something, they're doing something shady. What's the article? I'll just go into Radio New Zealand and I'll just peruse. What's the article? I'm looking on the RNZ thing. Is it about reading? No. How to keep your feet happy? What the fuck is this? Okay, alright. I can't be bothered looking for this anymore. Alrighty. You know what? I don't think I made any of this better at all in the slightest. I think I made it worse. Oh, fuck. I've done something very silly. Alright, hold on. Just I'm gonna duplicate this. Duplicate. Because did I duplicate the whole folder? Fuck. God damn it. Alright, where's this one? I munched this. Didn't mean to. Okay, what time is it? We're at 2 hours. Supposed to do 3. Oh, you know what? Actually, that's fine. I'm just going to delete this one and bring this one back. I can just replace that because it's just a hard surface object. But I'm going to end it there just because Derblin's feeling a little bit sick. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. Thanks to you Raiders. Thank you for joining in the chat, Pat O'Connor, and Mud, and Marco, and Volpsy. Yeah, I hope I have a good rest of my day as well. In fact, I think I hope that most days. I hope I hope the rest of your day goes well. I hope your convention goes well too. Yeah, I will catch you all next week. Yeah, farewell, be well, be safe.